Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 Part 163. One car added to the GT Cap Bay due to the February 2025 update, and then I'll have to go moving on forward to have two races and two events on WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca for Porsche Cup and High Speed Rain Reverse in Schwarzwald League. After the last video by having two races on Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix with no chicane and Kyoto Driving Park Yamagiwa by having two 2016 Porsche sports car like the 911 GT3 RS Type 991 and the Cayman GT4 is now going on the road going type. But I got everything set up and go proceed on to the number 6 event and have 5 laps. We'll get down and do the sports tire compound only with using the Porsche 911 GT1 Strassen version 1997. The only kind of a road car to become as a Type 996 counterpart is fully well designed to have a nice wide body version to be outfit to be designed as a GT1 class, which is very good, and additional to have a brand new UDRS Inspirtech livery as seen from the lap time challenge at Osage Village to go for the previous. But kinda say, it turns out to have a good road going spec and give a good tuning work to go reduce amount by 650. So hold on, I'll have to go by output adjustment and give it a good tweak and make it much more recalculation. So I got everything set up to have a high turbocharged RPM by adding up with the anti-lag system must be set into weak or strong. Recalculate and go by 415 horsepower and make it a little bit more adjusted to be stationed to go under 650. So I got it in, check and mark by 649.82 performance point and mark it onto the sports medium compound tires along with a suspension to be fully customized and LSD just in case if I had to go for the initial torque to be on number 18, acceleration sensitivity on 16 and 25 or 24 in braking sensitivity. So I got everything set up and fun around and have the same event for the different one before I proceed to have the two-part race in this part of the video segment. But after all, only one Porsche vehicle will go reserved by having a single road-going GT1 vehicle is about to be prepared and ready up to have a 5-lap challenge will go master in the corkscrew along with the 911 Turbo S Type 992 2020 will be ready up ever since from the weekly challenges by the first visit. But this part of the race is about to go line up in session and go continue on in a full walkthrough as I have everything to go on my list. Jose Serrano is here and he is on second place. I'm Jose Serrano from Spain and I was the Nations Cup champion at the 2023 Gran Turismo World Finals. Today, I'll be driving a Porsche 911 Turbo S Type 992. The 911 is a sports car on everybody's bucket list, the 8th-gen model known as the 992. As the top performing 992, the Turbo S has a twin turbocharged 3.7-liter engine that delivers 641 horsepower. Its four-wheel drive system ensures that it's fast on any track, rain or shine, making it the ultimate 911. See that, folks? This sports car is actually to have a good platform in the all-wheel drive for the Type 992 911 as a Turbo S before 2 years later as the 911 GT3 RS in the same platform as a 2022 model. So this will have to be ready up to go for only one last race in Porsche Cup and then onward to High Speed Rain Reverse. Here I go, folks. Working out on driving and 3 seconds on the rolling start will be commenced to go begin. Music is about to be turning on and I got the 16th place. We'll be working up in session to have a good road going GT1 vehicle to be placed up to go achieve in first. So I had to take it nice and neat and patient before the overtake. We had to go amp up and feel the high turbocharged RPM to go where the tuning work is all about to have a determined choice on the anti-lag system. So I had to go with a flow and go like a road going style of a GT1 competitor. Got to get behind on Reinhardt in 13th place. going on the left side and go Q on the overtake before turn number 5 goes up until heading up to the Roulao Straight. So look at it go. Got everything worked up and well faster to be a competitive improve. And that is how the Porsche road going GT1 vehicle is all about to have a good string, competition, and well street legal. So here comes the corkscrew. Gonna have to go descend and make it to go down below to have the third sector. We'll be moving on forward. So I got the 10th position, proceed, and here comes Minamoto on the 9th. Alright, there you go. Just make a good stop at turn 11 and go full stretch to have a good exit before proceed in lap number 2 to have a good eye on Jonathan Wang in the blue Porsche Cayman GT4 2016. 1 lap down, 4 to go, and moving on to have the first turn, we'll have to go follow through to head back at a journey hairpin. I'll have to let him go first, and then going overtake on the green Porsche 911 Carrera RS. Type 993 overtakes, so I got the 7, faster lap time in a minute, 40.554 seconds. Okay, that's more like it. Sports medium tires is doing well, better than equipped with racing hard compound tires ever since to be doing on the previous lap time challenge at Osage Village. But more importantly, I did good, challenging, and full well competitive to have this road going vehicle to be outfitted to have my own UDRS Inspotec to go racing up with some Group 2 cars. But however, it actually does a good perfect moment to see this road going vehicle to become as a substitute in Group 2 car. But it actually does to be workable to become a handy and work up to have a good turbocharged aspiration to give a good flow and well design in the competition type. So I got some few other Porsche cars are about to be updated on a different grid. Moving on to the 5th, only have 4 more cars to go. Got a good eye on Angel Inestrosa in the Porsche 959 1989. Gonna have to get behind him and go full stretch after turn 11. 1987 pass and down to the 5th. Dirt lap, enter to the halfway mark. Okay, going well on Andretti hairpin. He's only down to 12.8 seconds to go. Got a good eye on T. Sugalara in the dirt. This will have to take a good partial moment to have a maintained position to get up into the top 3. Just hold the line together on turn 4. Nice and neat. And make a good line to be on the proceed onward onto the apex to the right. And go by turn 5 to be proceed again. Okay, almost there. Just make that strash inversion to stay onto the top 3 position as I have to go past on T. Sugalara in the Porsche 911 GT3 Type 996 2001. Much more similar to have a different version, just like this wide body platform is well outfitted ever since from the 24 Hours of Le Mans back from 1998. The street legal Type 996 is actually to have some differences between the 1996 or the 1997 counterpart that have a different look and same kind of a chassis. But more likely, as a different version is all about to have this kind of a road-going vehicle to be classed as a hypercar. But it's about to get closer. Only 2 more Porsche cars left to go. Got a good eye on Adriano Carrazza before entered in lap 4. Much more skillful, handling, and fully well competitive, ready up to have some other Porsche vehicles to be titled in the sports. Okay, here it goes. Make that push, then overtake before heading back in sector 2. It's only down to 3.8 seconds left. Gonna have to catch up to Jose Serrano in the Porsche 911 Turbo S Type 992 2020. Much more similar to the 2022 counterpart as a 911 GT3 RS in the same platform. Track focus, and this sport version is well outfitted to give a good all-wheel drive, to be handful, to be style, and give a good neat of the balance, just like the 959. Got to dive in, heading back in the third sector, almost there, and give the UDRS Insportec for the 911 GT1 Strassen version to give a good competition to be focusing up in the first. Wait until after turn 11. Much more skillful, and relatively to have a competition real going straight has to give it all. Final lap. Here it comes, and gonna have to get back on turn 2 to make a good station on position to make it nice and neat. Alright, that's more like it. Good position in the lead, and overtake the 911 Turbo S is gonna be on the second. Let's see how Jose Serrano can actually try to keep up with the GT1 Strassen version for the Porsche 911. There's what to go increase the defense and well outfit. Got to hold it together. This is what to give a much more building out the defense. And faster lap time by the reason in 1 minute 35.233 seconds. It's going to increase well, 16.5 miles, and make that corkscrew to keep it up and go flow on the line. Alright, Jose Serrano is going offense. Gonna have to go ramp up and have the last 2 turns remain. Here goes turn 10. Late afternoon is around the clock before the early dusk. We'll have to keep a good eye out. And then the final stretch, we'll have to take a good one last push, and then Porsche Cup on number 6 is about to be well deserved and totally worth it to have this content replay to be saved. And solid fun work. The 911 GT1 Street version has successfully took the podium to go in first. Now that's a real going competition to have a well reserved for this 911 as a GT1 racing vehicle. But give or take, but much livery design is all about to have a good different style, to have a much more creativity, to give a good representation, and also to have some replicas. But here is the total time on the 6th race is 8 minutes, 9.18 seconds, and good for the fastest lap on lap 4 is 1 minute, 35.233 seconds. Good enough, and first position by 120,000 GT credit to go back up into 96 million. But halfway there before at the end of the day, and roulette ticket, just a reminder, next day is gonna have to get closer to have over 4 million left to go. But I'll have to do a short time and give the replay to have a nice view out there to be proceed on to lap number 4 in the meantime. Got to go in 6 minutes, 10 seconds, takes place in sector 3 before I'm about to come in and overtake Jose Serrano as turn 10 on the scene. Okay, there's me right over here in the blue style livery and have Jose Serrano in the red Porsche 911 Turbo S Type 992. Got to skip it in 20 seconds later and go proceed to have the main part to go on a draining hairpin in turn 2. Just wait for the spot, and there it is right over here. We'll give a good spot on the theme of the image. Okay, good enough. Let's have that image to be captured and give this for only 1 replay saved. Smooth work, and 1 good requirement vehicle by having 2 Porsche, like having a red versus blue moment. Already done by 1 event in Porsche Cup and succeeded to have a good encore, and race number 4 will be reserved to have Schwarzwald League to be heading up to High Speed Ring, and this time reverse direction will go down on event directory by having a progress reduced into 94% due to the 3 events on February 2025 update. Alright, the cover on the Audi R8 B10 Plus 2016 is quite good to be amazed. And how about I'll have to go and use the 2007 R8 4.2 with a dispenser cam all-stars variation of Lake Mirror. 5 laps, and every German sports car will be participate, including with the first and second generation Audi R8 to have the 4th round and reserved, since the previous update is all about to have a good German sports car moment. Comparison to have the first and second generation to have a nice same drivetrain layout to go in all-wheel drive and different amount of displacement and performance to go working together to have a good matter of perfection and give a good speed. But also yet, Donovan Parker is about to go feature in this race, and here he is right now in 3rd place on the starting grid. I'm Donovan Parker from the United States. Today, I'll be racing an Audi R8 B10 Plus. Audi dominated the Le Mans 24 hours during the 2000s. The R8 Super Sports car takes its name from the R8 LMP race car of this era. And boy, does it ever live up to its name. It's all about the heritage from the prototype Le Mans race car into an all-wheel drive sports car to be outfitted as a road-going vehicle. But it's all about the heritage, and that's how the Audi R8 has everything to go driving up to have a good iconic sports car ever since to become as an LMS version. This was to be ready up, get set, and feel the all-wheel drive faster to see which one is better to find out soon. This will be an easy run out there, viewers. Got to go fast and go quick before the countdown in 3 seconds as the green light for rolling. Slipstream is all about to have a good element to have 6 turns in reverse direction around in high-speed ring. Got to go outside or mid-session of the turn to go overtake with a Porsche Cayman GT4 2016 before overtake on S. Margolingo in the BMW M3 2003. Got to go on turn 2, and sector 2 is on the way by having turn 3 and 4 to go on the S. Got a good eye on the Porsche Carrera GT under 13. G. Herman is doing well to go on the hypercar type. Got to go amp up the speed, torque, and steering sensitivity to keep a good line working together to have a good kind of a dispenser cam livery in all-stars variation. Now, as I ever think about working up to have 2 races and 2 events is all about to have a perfect moment to go encore. Got to admit, Donovan Parker is doing well to have a good placement to go climbing up in 2nd place until he's coming in to catch up to Coque Lopez before having one good first position in the 2016 Audi R8 B10 Plus. But also yet, top-tier German sports car, including with the 911 GT3 RS Type 992, as I had to keep a good watchful eye out before I proceed in lap 2. So there you go, a minute 21.591 seconds as I had to keep a good watchful eye and work it to go faster on the speed. And there's Pete Thomas in the Porsche 911 GT1 Stressing version before coming in and head back in sector 2. Got to go work up the line, and fastest lap time is doing well to be placed up and defended. Let's see how Parker can actually try to keep up with my faster lap time. Let's see how it does. This will give a good faster sports car between the 1st and 2nd gen Audi R8 is all about to have a performance in comparison. Just going on the inside and clear on turn 5. Double pass on overtake, moving on in the 7th position to catch up to Angel Inestrosa and Bosby Beer Boris. There they are right now. I have a good eye on 2 sports car. Just make one good room inside and overtake the Mercedes AMG GTR 2017 and 911 GT3 Porsche Type 996. Halfway there in the 3rd lap. It's only down to 3 minutes left. just have to hurry up and have the gap distance remains in about 10.6 seconds. Rearing up to go all-wheel drive in style. Fourth place is going to be quite good to have a piece of cake moment. Just wait for the line and go station on the placement. Only 3 more German cars to go. Sugawa is doing well to be on the main offense to go catch up to Koke Lopez in second place. But he's on the third. Just had to make one good tough as nails to have the fifth turn to go on reverse direction usual. Almost there. Gonna have to catch up to Sugawara. Make the final turn to go speed up and make that outside to go on the middle part. There you go. Faster up and give a good sound of the V8 engine is all about to have a potential of capability. But not yet until the fourth lap. We'll have to go station up and get closer to be moving up in second. Just like that, and right on a good cue schedule before 3 seconds to go after turn 1. So I bet you guys really think about to have the difference between the first and second generation Audi R8. Different chassis and different form of performance is all about comparison to see which is better to have a same drivetrain layout in all-wheel drive. 2 decades after the R8 LMP race car just did a good achieve of victories since the 24 hours of Le Mans until it actually to have a good kind of a world car before debuted in 2007 as a first gen and 2016 as second generation. But if you guys ever think about watching BBC's Top Gear about the second generation Audi R8, this sports car, as I'm about to go overtake on Donovan Parker, as I had to go outside and switching up into defense. It actually does have a good comparison to see which one is better to have a different look and different style of a V8 supercar. But the first gen is all about to have a 4.2 amount of displacement, and it has a different displacement for the V10 Plus on the second gen Audi R8. But more likely, racing up and go to the final lap is going to be getting closer out there before at the end of the day, and currently to have this new single amount of session is all about to have a good kind of a sports car. Just brilliant and perfectly, but looks like Donovan Parker is going to be patiently to be switched up and make it to go a little bit more offense. Got to stay on a tarmac and keep a good defendant on 1 second behind. And here goes the final sector. This is it. Just have to stay together and masterful on turn number 5 in reverse and make a good final exit to go full speed in turn 6. This is going to be very challenging. Just don't lose your best defense. It's all about having a best kind of an Audi R8 sports car is well designed to become as original and new look. And by that second gen to be finishing up in the second, and the first gen just take the win and go succeeded to have a nice podium spot at the finish. Alright. Very much more done and succeeded to have a good encore for the full walkthrough for only one good run at High Speed Ring. Now let's see the total time, and momentarily to have 6 minutes, 36.694 seconds, and faster lap time by 1 minute, 17.457 seconds. Nicely done, and good kind of a suspension camp fan art livery for Lake Mirror to be represented as a first generation Audi R8. 14 miles of today and 97,500 credit to be earned and go by receive roulette ticket. But good enough, but I'll have to make sure before the next day and have this content replay to be well deserved to have a good thumbnail image between both Audi R8s. Let's do by 6 minutes and 20 seconds. There goes the spot right now, and the perfect chance to have both Audi R8s to give a thumbnail image. Now just have to take it slow and make it much more better. There we go. One second gen and one first gen as the suspension cam fan art all together to have a good highlight rear. This will be deserved to have a content replay save, and heading back to the GT Cap Bay by continuing on in Ferrari's 12 cylinders as an extra menu collection along with Pescia is still remain available due to February 2025 update. But speaking of which, by having 7 available extra menus, we'll have to go by concurrent to have some more prices on 5-star, 6 stars, and 4-star roulette tickets as usual. So I'm about to go there and have the main lineup to go concurrently to be finished after number 37 from Jaguar. Extra menu number 38, collect some Ferrari powered by a 12-cylinder engine, an engine the company has been using it to power its cars since its very beginnings. Now I got everything I need: the Ferrari 365 GTB4 1971, Testarossa 1991, and LaFerrari 2013. 6-star roulette ticket is about to go receive rewards. Congratulations, you collected all 3 cars. This completes your Ferrari 12-cylinder engines collection. Once you collect your present, I'll tell you some stories about these cars. Go right ahead, Luca, and beautiful. 3 of the kind Ferrari 12-cylinder engines is a masterpiece by a complete car collection. Much more done to be indeed, and 6-star roulette ticket by receive as a prize. We'll be ready to have a narrative story about the history of Ferrari 12-cylinder engines. Making its debut in 1947, the 125S was Ferrari's first race car, and the basics for the 125 F1, its first Formula One machine. As the source of all Ferraris to come, these 2 cars were powered by 1.5-liter B12 engines. Developing the B12 presented many hurdles, what with its large number of parts, complexity, and cost. At the same time, it had many virtues such as its power, feel, and melodic sound. From the start, Ferrari often looked to B12s to power its cars. The B12 power plants inside the 125S and F1 were designed by famed Ferrari engineer Gioacchino Colombo. The Colombo engine powered several well-known Ferraris over the years, including the 250 GTO. One other famous car that featured a Colombo masterpiece was this legendary GT of the 1960s, the Ferrari 365 GTB4, also known as the Daytona. Another great Ferrari's 12-cylinder engine was the Boxer type, which possessed horizontally opposed cylinder heads. The name comes from the way the right and left pistons punch horizontally outward like 2 fists. The 12-cylinder Boxer engine powered the 312B and other Ferrari F1 machines throughout the 1970s. It also powered the road-going BB Berlinetta Boxer, as well as this Ferrari Testarossa. Since the F50 in 1997, even limited edition models saw B12 under their hoods. This LaFerrari from 2013 is one such example. A hypercar, it was the first road-going Ferrari to combine a B12 engine and an F1 delivered energy recovery system. And so, the B12 engine that Enzo Ferrari once selected to power his dominant race machines has been passed down as a shining symbol of his company to this day. Amazing. Every Ferrari car has its own different V12 engine that have a good type of a similar engine since the very beginnings. Inspirational, and it's all about history of Ferrari that has a good kind of different vehicle that comes in with a 12-cylinder engine. That is how extra menu number 38 is all about to have a good part of the Ferrari collection that also to be featured with the 12-cylinder engines. So moving on to have extra menu number 39 in the next video to get the 3 iconic GT500 race car from Japan Grand Touring Car Championship. Collect some of the most historic machines in Japanese GT racing history. First up, we have a Honda NSX GT500 2000 as car number 16 Castro Mugen, followed by with the Nissan Pansoro GTR 1999 and the 1997 Toyota Castro Tom Supra on the number 36. 6-star roulette ticket in the engine category, and I'll have to look forward to it, and this time only 6 extra menu is about to be remain, and wrap it up before at the end of the video before coming up in part 164 will be take on in 2 races in Nissan GTR Cup. Thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on DeviantArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, membership is now open to everyone. Will join to get access for price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help out with the super thanks as an extra will support and grow. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again at the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.